This white boy since the one who rapped.
It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Buccaneers and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, here in Buffalo, they love their Bills, and for good reason. They're guys, without question, one of the favorites to lift the Lombardi Trophy in Vegas come February.
And you mentioned with good reason, because we know their quarterback is one of the best players in the league, but this is an overall team built to win, especially when we get into the playoffs. Offense, defense, coaching staff, they've been knocking on the door for a while. They want to find their way through and get to the Super Bowl.
And then for the visiting Bucs, all of a sudden Super Bowl 55 feels like it was a long time ago. Tom Brady retired. Some of the stalwarts of that team have moved on. They did win the NFC South last year, but they did so with a losing record at 8-9.
And sometimes when you have a chance to begin again, other people emerge and play at a level that you don't expect. And that's what Tampa Bay needs from this team in 2023.
Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm. Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They're good number coaches, and anytime they call an in route, they're really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Bust through the tackle. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Mayfield with it once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from it. Incomplete pass.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it? And make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Mike Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back. And you end up getting the 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen running the option to the left. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to have the Bills first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Vita Vea. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one.
Anyway, so how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now as we eat closer and closer to. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. He will have the first down and a bit more. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Murray is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Play fake, Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go up the middle with White. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield on play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That coach is always hard by the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bills 10.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track, so stranger things have happened.
Cook up the gut. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen off the play fake. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Incomplete. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Hardy. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here come the Bills. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 75 yards rushing for him now, and that was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start to drive with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try the right side here with White. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now down 21-16. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Sherfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Allen. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and two-point conversion. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes second down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's fourth and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Trask down to his final gasp here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Bills. And this will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.